Joining her now with Coach McChester. Coach, just moving into the opening statement, if you could just talk about your 57-50 loss to Central State in the finals today.
Well, first I want to start off giving Coach Harris kudos. She has had a great year. You know, that was a well-coached team, well-prepared team, and a team that did what they needed to do to win the game tonight. You know, overall, you know, we had the game plan was there. You know, and I felt that we had a really good chance down the stretch. And Honeywell, number 35, got 4 fouls. Stretch in the fourth quarter, we had every opportunity to capitalize. We just came up short. You know, the team has 28 offensive rebounds, and you have 22 second chance points, and the team goes to the free throw line 22 times and they make 9. You know, those things come important when you're trying to get to that next level. And they made the plays down the stretch. You know, credit to them, but I just think we came up short. You're right. That's why I want to just credit the year. You know, this is the first time we've been 2 seed, the first time we got into the semifinals. You know, Central State was in this position last year. You know, last year was their first semifinal. This year was their, you know, and I think it was experience. You know, I definitely think it's experience for 1. For 2, I think you got to be able to have guards who can make a play for you down the stretch. And you got to stay composed, you know, in tight situations. I know we will be back, you know, even though I have 6 seniors, 2 of them will return as graduate students. And then I still return, you know, my starting point guard still turns 0, Dominique Wilkins, and Janice Stokes as well. So we're still in good hands, you know, and we have a good recruiting class coming in. So I feel confident that we're able to get to the next level, you know, but there's a lot of things that go into winning the championship. And winning the championship, what I've learned in this conference, you got to be disciplined within. And if you're not disciplined within, you're going to get disgruntled. And that's from the top all the way to the bottom. And everybody has to be in line with the coach's vision. And if you don't have that, if you're not in line with the coach's vision, you know, it's going to be hard for you to get to that next level. You know, but I'm really proud of my 2 young ladies we fought. You know, I'm proud of the year that we had. I really hate to see Jocelyn, you know, and Lariah and Shantae and Carney. Now, I hate to see them go out like this because they've done so much for this program. And to come up short in this magnitude, you know, you just like a father watching his young daughters hurt, you know, and I can't go out and play for them. I can only prepare them. And I just told them in the locker continue to keep fighting for what we want. We got to keep believing in it. And I think the young ladies who's returning, you know, have that opportunity to make that next step.
Coach, CSU guards get a lot of attention, but it's Mustafa Nader, who plays center for him at 5'11", and it's in all game.
Kudos to her. You know, I did not at all focus on her for my game plan, and I'm just going to be honest. You know, my focus was on 21 Hartley, 35 of course Bell, and keeping 5 out of the paint. You know, she came in today, and I think honestly what got her confidence going because we had a lot of defensive assignments we missed on her. And she finished. I think early in the game, she seen that ball go in, and her confidence just continued, and then throughout the game, you know, the rim got bigger for her. You know, kudos to her. I'm proud of the way she played, but again, in our game plan, our job was to stick to 35, no help off her, which we didn't do a good job in the first quarter. Keep 5 out of the paint and contain 21. You know, that's what our game plan. I think we did that in the second half. You know, when 4 came in, 4 made a 3 in the corner. Then I think, was it 10? It was 11. 11, yeah. Came in and we had to stop. She came in with another corner 3. You know, those things right there, it just came at the wrong time. You know, where I think down that stretch in the fourth quarter when 35 got in foul trouble, we went 6 minutes and probably had 12 opportunities at the basket and didn't score. So we can't do that in that position. But that was it for definitely for number 10. Good job.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, ladies.